Hey guys, it's Mark here, aka Captain DeFi from the Oz DeFi Association. And I just wanted to share with you some new updates. And this is to the newsletter, which some of you may have been reading, many of you may have heard about, and hopefully all of you will like in terms of the new format. And what's been going on is that for the first 23 weeks, what we've been doing is collecting the news all about GameFi, NFTs, DeFi, regulation, data updates, videos, and all that great stuff. And it's been great, but it does take a lot of time and effort to put together, and it doesn't really speak to the community views. And because this space is all about building blocks and Legos, there's already a lot of other great news providers out there. So what we thought we'd do is shake things up, find a way to bring back the voice of the community and do something quite a bit different. And so hopefully what we get to show you here is a preview of the newsletter that's coming out tomorrow. We're changing to Wednesdays instead of Mondays, and there's a reason for that, but hopefully you'll like the new format. So I'm going to share that with you now in terms of sharing my screen. So as you can see here, this is in a preview mode on Wix. Yeah, we do it, with the easy ways using the building blocks. It's not raw, but it does mean that, anyone that wants to join us in terms of writing, they can do that too. So here is what you can expect in the newsletter. There's an editor's note just like we did last week, and it's a new thing that we've been doing since last week. We've got the in the news stuff, and we've got a news partner for that. We've got the community projects and community views, which is really exciting because it brings the voice of the people into the mix. And then it's also got what we're reading and watching and some data. And in the editor's note, I talk here about the duality of Web3 and crypto, and just how it is becoming more and more apparent, especially as we're journeying into it. So there was something that I put out over the weekend on my own personal Twitter under the Captain DeFi moniker, and republished on Oz DeFi. So make sure to check that out. Just about some of the things going on in the space and just how the more that you get into it, the more you realize things and kind of the easier it becomes. And so, especially if someone's first getting started into this space, it seems very daunting whether you're here to build or invest. Not financial advice, you're not going to get that from here. The Oz DeFi Association, but you can certainly talk to people in the group that may wish to offer you their opinions. But yeah, not licensed, so definitely don't, please consult your financial advisor before you make any decisions there. It was actually really interesting this week because we got to go on the great show AusBiz, which is an online financial news channel, and they stream online every working day. And they've got a new series called Cracking Crypto, where they've dived into what is going on there. Arturo, aka Numbers, and I have been lucky enough to be on the show before, as well as Nick, aka Bish Factor. So make sure to check them out, all of those videos. But in this week's one, the other day, I was there to talk about the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And we see a lot of that in various media outlets, social media, and mainstream news. And it's good to take a look at the counter arguments to a lot of the critiques that are going on in this space. And there you can see myself with Andrew Goffigan, and we're doing some really interesting conversations. So make sure to check that out. We even got to speak a little bit about the opinions from Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. So that was kind of interesting to get to talk about. Never thought I'd see the day that I'd be talking about that kind of stuff on AusBiz. I usually just go on there to talk about ETFs, exchange traded funds. So it was something very, very different. Great experience, and one of my favorites that I've done with them. So in the news, we've got a news partner. So Justin from BetaShares, who we had on the meetup, Arturo, interviewed him about crypto ETFs, and he does a great weekly newsletter. And that's what this space is all about. There's already some great providers out there of the news, so we should partner with those guys and girls and make sure that what we provide is something unique in terms of what we can do. So this week it was all about Goldman Sachs and more about the mainstream institutions getting into the space. And if you look back a few years ago, Goldman Sachs had a very different view on crypto, Bitcoin, the blockchain, etc. So it's interesting to see how the space has evolved and how opinions change as well. So take a look at that, and there's a link back there to the original newsletter with far more details in there. And then we get to the community projects, and one of the ones we got to feature this week was Catalyst.Earth and the regenerative and sustainable kind of like climate change NFTs and that environment that they're creating there. So make sure you take a look at that. You can see their webpage here. They've got a mint that's coming up, so you can check that out as well. So if you've got a project that's in the space, make sure that you throw it in on the Discord under the community projects, sorry, the newsletter, and I think it's community projects area there. And then we've got another area called community views. And so we ask a question each week. In this time, it was all about like, what's the thing you would change if you could in the space? And so people gave their opinions, which was great, and we share that here. We're going to share all of the opinions. So if you've got some views, please do share those and we'll talk about them here. So that's something worth looking at. And then we've got the data, what's been going on and movements across the crypto DeFi space, and then also NFT movements as well. And you can see the big things going on there with Otherdeed, that whole kind of Yuga Labs new, you know, some would call failed, some would call a new experience, a hiccup. We'll see. You know, there's a bit of fallout from that, but whichever opinion you've got there, it was really interesting to see just how much attention it has captured. And then we've also got this short section on what we've been watching and listening to. So just some interesting podcasts and interesting videos there. And then we finalize with getting in touch. So that's it for the newsletter. Hopefully that is something that you will enjoy reading and, you know, having a look at all the interesting kind of links there. And more importantly, just being able to share the community views that we've got and being able to do something there with the amazingly strong and vibrant 600 plus people that we've got in the group. Each meetup, and the next one's on the 26th of May, we talk about the numbers and how that has grown. And it's just amazing to see each month just more and more people coming in. Some people that hadn't heard that there is a DeFi association and that we talk about not just DeFi, but like NFTs and metaverse and all sorts of things, all to do with Web3 and blockchain. And we absolutely love the conversation. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. I thought I'd do this quick little video just to say, you know, what it is that we're doing with these updates. And hopefully I get to do more of these as well as do some more interviews with people and get more people up on the show so we can talk to them all about the wonderful world of Web3, blockchain, and crypto. So thank you very much for your time. Captain DeFi here signing out, and please do like, share, and subscribe. See you later.